Hi everyone, a warm welcome to the National Archives of Singapore. Thank you for signing up for our Trash or Treasures tour. So we are part of the National Library Board, or NLB in short. One of NLB's roles is to collect and preserve materials relating to Singapore's past and present. In this tour, you'll get to see how we carry out preservation and conservation of various materials, including those donated by members of the public. Before we start, might any one of you have any old materials of your own that you're interested to preserve?
Hi, I'm Nikki. I would like to preserve some of my grandma's old photographs and documents.
Hi Nikki, that's great. You'll be happy to know that we work on these formats and you'll get to see them as we move along this tour. Shall we? This is the Archives Conservation Lab. Many of the items that come into our collection may be old or in poor condition. Our team of conservators will assess and identify suitable actions to stabilize or treat the materials for longer-term preservation. This is the anoxic chamber where materials are placed at a very low oxygen environment for at least 2 weeks. The objective is to get rid of any pests that may be present in the items. Pests eat away at organic materials such as paper, leaving holes and stains. Getting rid of them ensures that we're not introducing any pests into our collection storage areas.
Why 2 weeks?
That's because we take into account the typical life cycle of insects. 2 weeks should be sufficient time to eradicate insects in various life stages, including the eggs. By the way, Nikki, our next stop might interest you. One of our conservators is working on photographs. Have you seen these sticky albums before? These were hugely popular years ago. However, keeping photographs in these adhesive pages may cause them to discolor and deteriorate over time. Here, our conservator is carefully removing a photograph, using a micro spatula to remove it from the sticky backing of the album. After this, we would store the photographs properly in archival sleeves and folders. This is the analytical room where we identify and analyze potentially hazardous substances in our materials.
Hazardous?
Yes, many libraries and archives around the world have identified toxic elements such as mercury, lead, arsenic, and more in their collections. It is important that we can identify these quickly so that we can protect not only the collection, but the health and safety of our staff. For such materials, we conduct the analysis and treat them safely in a controlled and isolated space. However, not everything analyzed has been found to be harmful. When we carry out preservation and conservation work, it is important to document the treatment process in the condition report. We have all used adhesive tapes to fix torn documents and books. But do you know that they can actually stain and cause the paper to become brittle over time? Staples and paper clips are also a big no-no as they tend to stain and rust the materials over time. If you can, try to place your materials in clear plastic sheets or bags and try to handle them as little as possible.
That sounds easy enough. Actually, I have some documents that have turned yellow. Can anything be done to them?
Yes, we may actually wash them. Washing is one of the methods we use which may help to remove the acidic substances that typically contribute to the yellowing of paper. It can generally stabilize the condition of the paper and may sometimes brighten it as well. However, a careful analysis has to be carried out first, such as ink testing, to ensure that the ink does not bleed during the treatment. We also conduct a pH test before and after the treatment.
Interesting. What do you do after this? Is there a proper way to store them?
We put them in proper housing and store them in our repositories where the environment is cool, dry, and stable. Nikki, maybe for your grandmother's materials, you may consider keeping them in an enclosed box with desiccants such as silica gel or in a dry box to preserve them better.
Thanks! These are very useful tips.
Next up on our tour is the Sound and Moving Image Lab. In here, you'll see our specialists digitizing audiovisual materials such as film reels and vinyl records. These will be converted into digital formats, which allow them to be viewed or accessed in the longer term. While it's not possible to digitize everything, we prioritize those which are of high risk of obsolescence or those in fragile condition. If you're interested in viewing these digitized materials, you may find them on our websites, such as National Library Online or Archives Online. Lastly, let me share with you how our collections have been used by researchers and content creators and the products that they have created. Here are some examples ranging from publications, essays and articles published in journals and books, a digital showcase capturing the evolution of Bras Basah area over the years, and also a series of paintings by artist Khairulin Wahab, a recipient of the National Library Creative Residency. We've come to the end of the tour.